Hi everybody, it's Psychic Medium Karla coming to you on Monday. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I want to start today by talking about something very common, very simple, and it's called psychometry. This is one of the easiest and most basic exercises you can do to help to develop some of your psychic abilities and your third eye. I'm pretty sure most everybody knows what psychometry is. Psychometry is the holding of an object and picking up the energy of the object, picking up the history of the object, picking up pictures in your head, possibly picking up audio from the object, reading the object, however you want to phrase it. I use psychometry sometimes when I'm doing a mediumship reading. Most of the time, I tell people, if you're having a mediumship reading and you have an object that belongs to the person that you want to connect with the most, bring it. I tell them it's not necessary, but sometimes this helps me to make the connection a little bit quicker. Also, it also helps to help me to connect with that specific person quicker, because more than likely, when you have a reading, you're going to have more than one soul present. Or you're going to have more than one soul that wants to say something. With that in mind, just because you brought something that belongs to somebody, it doesn't necessarily mean that they will be the first to say anything, or that they will be the first for me to actually make the connection. It helps to have an object, but it doesn't guarantee it. It makes it a little bit easier most of the time. Sometimes people don't have an object. So I got to tell you, most of my readings are done without somebody bringing an object, because either A, they forget to bring it, or B, they don't have it. They don't have anything. Most of the time they forget. But that's okay, because most of the time they still get connected with the person that they want anyways. This is just a tool. It's something that aids in the connection process. Now, for people that are wanting to practice and wanting to evolve their third eye chakra, to help expand their psychic abilities, or to practice their psychic abilities, or even mediumship abilities, psychometry is a good place to start. Start with your friends and your family. Get an object from one of your friends, and it could be something that belongs to them. Doesn't have to be something that belongs to somebody who's passed. And give them a reading. Say, hold one of their rings that belongs to them, not to a deceased person. If you're going to do a psychic reading, say, let me hold on to your ring. Let me hold on to your necklace, something that they wear all the time. Or their keys. Keys are always good. This holds the energy of the person. Now, if you're doing a mediumship reading, or if you're practicing mediumship readings, then tell your friend or your family member to give you an object of somebody who is gone, who is no longer physically here. That's going to hold their energy. Okay? Because it used to be theirs. If you're going to do a psychic reading, then hold something that belongs to the person who's alive that you're reading. Like keys, a wallet, a ring, earring, a necklace, whatever. That holds their energy. So, you want to practice developing your third eye chakra or your psychic abilities. Take something that belongs to somebody you know, hold it, concentrate, take some deep breaths and start saying what it is that you're seeing from the energy of that object. Hopefully, the person that you're reading will be able to validate what you're saying. Just tell them what you're seeing. That's the most important thing. Tell them what you're seeing from holding that object. More than likely, you're going to get more hits than you think. Hopefully, you'll get things that you don't know about this person, or you'll see things that they've never shared with you. Maybe things that have happened in the past, things that have happened when you're not around. People are not together 24 hours a day, even if it's your best friend. I always think it's better to do it with strangers because you don't know anything about them. But if you're going to do it with somebody that you know, then just hold the object, take some deep breaths, concentrate, and say what it is you're seeing, hearing, feeling, tasting, whatever. You could forecast for them, tell them about something that you're seeing for the future. Or you can tell them something about the past. So if you're telling them something about the past, something that you don't know about, something that they've never told you, then they're going to validate, oh, wow, yeah, that's accurate. You're right. If you tell them something that's going to happen, then they have to wait. Obviously, they have to wait. There's no timelines for things that are going to happen in the future. Sometimes they can be tricky. When I'm doing a reading, I'll give a timeline, but I always tell people don't hold me to it because timelines can be tricky. Time for us is linear because we're here in the third dimension, and it has to be linear. That's the only way can go about our day. We know you work from 6 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock at night, or 6 o'clock at night. You have to tell linear time. But when you're tapping into the unknown, beyond the veil, or whatever, and you're trying to give somebody a psychic reading about things that might be coming, timelines can be tricky. Yeah, do I give timelines? I do. But I always tell people don't hold me to the timeline because it might be wrong. And sometimes it is. What I see for them usually always ends up coming, but sometimes the timing can be tricky. Psychometry. It's a wonderful tool, and it's a great way to practice your psychic abilities and to practice with your third eye, the clairvoyant. People want to see. They always want to develop the third eye. I want to see stuff. I want to see stuff. That's the most popular, I think. People always say, I want to see stuff. So hold the object. Tell them what it is that you're seeing. Very simple. And trust, 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 trust. You have to trust in what you're seeing. Part of the problem is that a lot of times people don't trust what they're seeing. Sometimes I don't even trust what I'm seeing, and I try to explain something, and I know better. So that's just something that everybody does. You got to trust. Same thing with the mediumship. If somebody's giving you something to hold on to, and they want you to connect to their grandmother or whoever, hold on to that object, make your connection, tell them what you're seeing, hearing, feeling, tasting, whatever. Very simple exercise. It's easy to do. If you're just starting practicing things like this, you're going to be more accurate most likely than you even think you are. If you get stuff wrong, you get stuff wrong. That's okay. You got to trust what you're seeing. The more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. So there you go. Until next time, I'll be back Friday, hopefully, as long as nothing gets in the way. Psychometry, very easy tool, very easy exercise. I always suggest everybody do it. You're more accurate than you probably know you're going to be. Trust, trust, trust. You have to trust. And yeah. Okay. So till next time. Any questions? Usually nobody has any questions. Yeah. Have a good week, and I'll see you Friday.